Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to show you guys some of my favorite kitchen items. Some of them do save me time or money. Let's get started. One of them I mentioned on several videos is this waffle maker. I wasn't using it forever, but I will just tell you guys this briefly. Number one, waffle maker, this one is really easy to clean and use. And you can make so many other things besides a waffle, and you can get dinner on the table quick. You can make breakfast foods in here, pizza, waffles. There's a lot of things that you can do with the waffle maker. You could just start doing research on YouTube. That's what I love about YouTube, is you can learn so many different ways to do things. And I have just made a lot of things with this waffle maker, and like I said, it's easy to use, easy to clean, and I love easy. I don't know about you guys. So that's the waffle maker. I've been using this every single week, which guess what, guys? If we use our hard-earned money to buy something, for example, a kitchen item, and you're using it once a year, in my view, maybe it isn't a good use of our money. But if it's something we buy and we love and we're using it quite often, for me, it's a good use of money. The other thing is I do have this mixer, which is okay, it's fine, but this is the attachment that I love that comes with it, this whisk. And I have a whisk that I use by hand, but this one, you attach it to here and you turn it on and it whisks really fast. I actually like using this attachment better than the beaters that come with it. It beats it up quicker, and this is easier to clean than the beaters. And so I really enjoy this, using the little whisk that comes with it, because when it has electricity attached to it, it just does things a lot faster. Now, some of these I've mentioned before. One of my friends gave me this, and I'll be honest, it's kind of seen better days, but it basically is, I don't know what you would call it, a Ninja, but it has this little sharp thing that comes with it, and it basically, this is the motor that comes with it. One of my friends gave it to me. Think about this, guys. Do you have friends that have items like this that they never use? And you might even ask some of your friends, hey, do you have some smaller kitchen appliances you're not going to use? Because if they do, maybe it'd be better that they go to a new home, because my friend wasn't using this. And so she gave it to me, and I use it every single week. It mixes up crumbs, things like that. And so I made up, this would be a great example of how I save money. One of my friends made some homemade bread. She gave me some. We didn't eat it up quick enough, so some of it got stale. So I made a meatloaf, and what I did is I ground up some of the stale bread in here and used it for breadcrumbs. So that way I didn't waste the bread. So that was good. Another thing that I went and I reordered again, and I got this off Amazon. And by the way, many of you do know I have an Amazon store, no obligation. If you do go to the Amazon store and buy something, I make a small commission, no obligation to you whatsoever, and you can always buy these items locally. But this does save me money and time, and I had one before and I gave it away, and I don't know why, but basically it's like a meat masher. And so say you have ground turkey or ground beef, and you could use this for other things as well, and I just chop it. What's good about it is, say you want to save on meat and you don't want to use a full pound of ground beef. Let's just say you're going to use half of pound of ground beef for one meal, half of a pound of ground beef for another meal, instead of using two, which saves you half as much. If you grind this up really, really tiny and mash it up, it makes it look like it stretches further. Before, when I was using a spatula to do it, I would find big chunks of meat. This grinds it up really, really small, so in a way I feel like it stretches your meat further. That's what I want to say. If you don't have one of these and you use ground turkey or meat or whatever, and you can use it for other things, I highly recommend it. Another thing that I see people doing on YouTube, and I wasn't a fan of doing this, is if you want to make an egg white, and say you need egg white, and you take an egg and you go from this egg to this egg back and forth with the yolk and the egg. I didn't care for doing that, and I would make a mess. This is something I've had forever. It is an egg separator. I don't even know where I got it. And so you crack the egg in here, and then out of the sides comes the egg white. I absolutely love it. I would say I use this several times a month, because there's always something, like if I make a white cake, I need an egg white, or you can make an egg white omelet. This is very useful, and I never with this get any of the yolk into the white. So I find this useful. Another thing that I ordered, and I did get this off Amazon, I had a bunch of plastic clips to put on bags of chips and things. This is a metal one, and it's very, very sturdy. I really like it a lot, because it lasts. The plastic ones would break, things like this, and this is really, really strong, and it's a metal clip, and I ordered several. I shared half of mine with a friend, so I love this. Another thing that I got, and this is another thing off Amazon, but you can get a lot of these things, guys, you can get in your local community as well, okay? I have a bunch of dish towels, but many of them are thin and flimsy. I got these off Amazon. They're in my Amazon store. It's a dish towel that's really thick, and it soaks up a lot of water. So let's say you don't have a dishwasher and you're wiping up dishes and you're using this. This soaks up tons and tons of water. So you don't use it twice where it's soaked, and then you got to get another towel. And I have to say I really like it. It's by Higher Kitchen, you know, but it's a nice thick dish towel. Very useful. Another thing that I had some beautiful coasters a friend gave me, and they're nice and I can still use them, but sometimes I might have a cold drink that has ice in it and it sweats, and then it would seep through and the water would go on there and then it would get on the table. I got these coasters. I did get them off Amazon. They weren't very much. This is really thick. I'm not even sure what it's made out of, but I can put a cold drink on this and it can melt and you can just get tons of water and absorbs all the water. Because I find a hard time with coasters where you put a cold drink on it and it doesn't soak up the moisture from the cold drink. So now I'm going to show you my favorite product that I just recently got. It is by Wyman Glass Stovetop Cleaner. If you have a glass stovetop, I have looked for so many ways to clean it. I follow different things off YouTube, and some of them are great. But if you have something that's really baked on there, it is tough to get it off. I ordered this kit, and I'm sure you could get it locally as well. I did get it off Amazon, but it's Wyman Glass Top Cleaner. You put some of this in, you let it kind of soak in. Then I've got this little thing here, and you just move it around and on your stovetop. And maybe sometime if you want, I could show you how to use it. But there's actually YouTube videos out there. And then also, this is a little one of these. It is kind of a little scraper. Now you have to be careful with it. And if you really have something stuck on, you can gently use this and then follow up with using this. And then I take a little dry cloth and kind of smooth it out. But using the combo of all of these has been way more effective than using baking soda and all of that. So using this kit, my stovetop looks brand new. So I have to say I really like it. The great thing about all of these products is it's something that I find useful, and it is saving me time, saving me aggravation, and I'm happy with all of them. To me, it's about getting the most bang for your buck. By the way, come back tomorrow and find out how some things that I've been putting off have come back to bite me. I know you'll be interested in hearing about it, but I have some encouraging news in tomorrow's video. That's all for now. Let me know your favorite kitchen items. I always want to hear from you. This is Money Mom signing off, and as always, I love you. Bye-bye.